This is astonishing, this next bit. It's not news, but it came out recently. Vince Russo had, at one point with Jeremy Borash, in fact, I've written it here, many years before Power Slap was invented, the Dana White thing. Vince Russo and Jeremy Borash beat Dana White to the brain fart. A new wrestling promotion called Bitch Slap was created by Russo and Borash, complete with a 3-page pitch of lady wrestler gimmick ideas that are so unbelievable that it's almost like a parody of them. It's like a Russo parody of Russo. You cannot believe these. Yes. Have you read these?
No, I was there when they told me about it.
Stop it. So when did they write this? Was it in TNA?
Yeah, before TNA. They got together and they started playing around something that was outlandish and stupid, but stupid enough to command your attention. And it did. They had some crazy, crazy stuff. Name some of the stuff they had.
Well,
they told. Go ahead.
all these, 3 pages. It almost looks like a book, actually, like a script book. And I haven't got my glasses, so do bear with me. These are all wrestler characters he's come up with. Toxic Shock. Many of the superstars of Bitch Slap wrestle with no strings attached. However, this is not the case with a very volatile Toxic Shock. Like a dog in heat, this stuck-up temperamental temptress uses the pads of the Bitch Slap ring to the max. While she tends to turn men off with her moody demands, she claims she can make gay men menstruate. Always craving chocolate, she rides her own cycle, as she only shows up to wrestle once a month.
That is vintage Vince. And Jeremy, too. Vintage. And they were telling me this, and they were rolling laughing. Of course, I got to laughing with them because
you thought they were joking? Of this,
well, they were joking. But they're saying, I wonder, could we get somebody to bite on it and take it seriously? But I will say one thing. It was entertaining when they were doing it. Name another one.
Homeless Heather. Nice box, commented a young boy to his loving father as they walked by Homeless Heather's place of residence on the sidewalk just outside Bitch Slap Arena. So they've got their own arena for this as well. The only Bitch Slap competitor who wrestles for food. Homeless Heather is the she-god of the shelter. Not only does she compete in the Bitch Slap rings, but Heather also serves up as the clean-up crew, as she wheels her shopping cart around the arena in search of aluminium cans during the show. Burning her bra for heat in the twilight of the September sky, Homeless Heather hits the soup kitchen before dusk. A riot around the ladle. Heather is loved by her fellow bums, but it's no laughing matter when she steps into the ring. Next one. Seriously, there's 3 pages. I'm only halfway through page 1, so tell me when you're bored of these. Kentucky Love with Papa Woody. So, get your raincoats, kids. Kentucky rain is falling. To say things are a little different in the Kentucky foothills is an understatement. Kentucky Love, a bluegrass, bosomy, bodacious bimbette, is the envy of every farmer's eye. However, for Kentucky Love, there won't be any sowing wild oats. With shotgun in hand, Kentucky's father, Papa Woody, holds a special place when it comes to his divine daughter. You see, Kentucky Love is Papa Woody's forbidden fruit. However, though she attempts to keep her fondling father in line, Woody is hell-bent on bobbing for his daughter's apple.
Oh. Now that's a little strange. You know what I call that? Geographically racist. Yes or no? Because of Kentucky, the incest. But you know why they had a lot of incest up there in the mountains?
Because they didn't have TV?
Well, no. They didn't see anybody else. They had very little penetration from the outside world because they
penetration. That was not the word to use.
No, I meant it. I meant it for a purpose because nobody else could get to them. So that's why when you had a stranger, you never been to Kentucky, right?
No.
Years and years ago, when they had a town set off in those hills, nobody got there because it was too hard to get to. And so when if you went into a town and you were a stranger, they would literally, I've been the recipient of this. They just stand there and they stare at you. You know, like when you're staring at somebody and you look back, they usually look off. They don't look off. They just continue to stare at you like you were like a, I don't know. It's very unnerving. And to actually go wrestle up there, it was different. Let me say that. So
Do you want any more?
no, I got to, but they read about, I don't know, they had like 100, didn't they?
Well,
80?
let me just give you the names rather than like the character traits. Well, the Ass Pirates, Blackbeard and Treasure Chest, Birdie Hole for one.
The Ass Pirates.
Oh yeah, Birdie Hole for one. So apparently a PJ legend. Beastal Alley and her little dog Scroat. Wanted by the Humane Society in 48 states. Now, next one is Moose Knuckle and Camel Toe, which are a tag team, apparently. Intergender, I imagine. MBP, Missing Body Parts, Stumpy and Gimpy. You love these.
Hey,
you love these.
but let me tell you, these were invented without the use of drugs. Vince doesn't do drugs. He never has. Doesn't drink. So these came off a allegedly rational man just thinking straight up.
He must have had a high fever that day or something. This is like extremely weird wrestling in the mid-90s. There was like something out of California where like some like a guy would be knocked out and like his valet would wake him up by pissing on him.
Now, why wrestling? Why don't they do this with bands or do it with something else? Why
Baseball. That'd cheer it up.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Let me give you the rest of the names here. Nurse Hershey with Dr. Proctor, Grandma Gas, and the rest of the bitch slap roster is filled out with various other superstars such as Terry Springer, Brittany Shears, Flemin M, Yenta the Jewish American Princess, Lorena Choppit, Jenny Knockersville, and Cucumber You Can Only Imagine, in brackets. So there you go. And you thought you were trying to kill the business.
Yeah, but that never got started.
Oh, good.
No, that wouldn't have killed the business. That would have kept the business from being built. If they'd have come out, you couldn't do anything with it.
That may have erased history of the business.
Yeah.
You love it. You love this, though. You love stupid things like that.
I do like it. It's stupid, but trying to implement them, I don't think you could do that.